Every year, Sugarbeet growers in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington deliver approximately 7 million tons of sugar beets to the 72 receiving stations of the Amalgamated Sugar Company. The sugar beets are then processed into sugar at one of 3 processing facilities in Mini-Cassia, Nampa, and Twin Falls. Growers will load and deliver upwards of 400,000 truckloads of beets during the harvest season. Every worker plays an important role in this process. Do your part and be committed to safely performing your job this harvest season. Following these simple practices will help keep you safe. Drivers should inspect their trucks daily. Make sure to check oil and fluid levels before starting the engine. Look for damage to fuel tanks, oil reservoirs, and hydraulic lines. Inspect each tire to ensure adequate tire pressure. This can be done by using a tire pressure gauge or hitting each tire with a hammer or other hard object. If the tire bounces or seems deflated, repair immediately. Visually check the lights on your truck for proper operation. Pay close attention to headlights, turn signals, and brake lights. Make sure your windows and mirrors are clean for maximum visibility. Check your windshield wipers to make sure that they're functioning. Be familiar with the operation of your truck, including shifting patterns and PTO operation. If you're a new driver or are driving a truck you're unfamiliar with, be sure you receive adequate training from your employer. Check the bed of your truck or trailer and make sure it is empty and that the end gate is working correctly. Make sure moving components are sufficiently guarded. Verify your brakes are working properly. A loaded truck weighs between 25 and 50 tons. Allow plenty of time and distance for stopping. Be aware of your surroundings. Never speed, obey all traffic laws and signs, and avoid using your cell phone while driving. Prevent deadly accidents by keeping safety at the forefront of your mind. Be aware of field conditions and know where your grower wants you to enter the field. Be alert and attentive to equipment operators as your truck is loaded. Before you leave the field, be sure you have the correct contract number clearly displayed on the sides and tail of your truck. Poorly labeled trucks slow unloading and potentially make for costly mistakes. Make sure your truck is not overloaded. Beets falling off trucks can cause severe damage to other drivers. Be familiar with the traffic flow at the station you are delivering to. Some of the busier stations may have as many as 100 trucks waiting to unload. Be courteous to other drivers and allow yourself enough room to maneuver your truck at all times. Familiarize yourself with truck flow patterns at the station you are delivering to, as they may change from one station to another. Many stations have 2 scales, one for incoming trucks and the other for outgoing trucks. Make sure you enter the appropriate scale. At stations with single scales, empty trucks weigh ahead of loaded trucks. As you approach the scale, stop before proceeding onto the scale. Speeding across scales will damage them and further delay delivery to that station. Some stations use lights to indicate when to proceed. Others use a loudspeaker to communicate with drivers. Be familiar with the procedures at the station you are delivering to. Exit the scale slowly and straight. Do not exceed a speed of 10 miles per hour. Sugarbeet pilers operate using 480 volts of electricity. Electricity is supplied by cords connected to power poles located near each piler. Do not drive over the power cord. Driving over the cord will damage it and poses severe risks to those working at the station. Be aware of power poles and cords and steer clear of them. Make sure your truck has enough clearance to unload on the piler you have selected. Wait for the platform worker to give you the signal to proceed onto the piler. Obey and be aware of hand signals. Begin unloading only when the worker signals you to do so. Truck drivers and passengers are to remain inside the cab at all times, unless it is necessary to operate control valves outside the truck. While outside the truck, the driver must wear a hard hat, reflective vest, and safety glasses. Before exiting your truck, make sure the parking brake is set. Never, under any circumstance, attempt to back up or unload your truck while using your cell phone. You will not be unloaded until you are off your phone. If your truck has problems unloading, pull away from the piler and out of the flow of traffic. Contact your grower and inform him of the problem. Never enter your truck bed while it is on the platform. If you must enter the bed to resolve an issue, make sure the parking brake is set, the engine is off, and the key is in your pocket. This will help ensure your safety while you work on the truck. After you have unloaded, proceed to the scale to receive your empty weight. Remember to stop before slowly entering the scale. Be courteous to other drivers as you leave the station. Be sure you check for oncoming traffic as you exit the piling ground. Thank you for doing your part to safely complete another harvest campaign.